Hey guys, welcome back to the shop for another round of SNS, and I think I got some more good stuff for you this week. We're going to have another two-part episode. Part one, I think we're going to have lots of viewer mail and new tools for the shop. We got a lot of really nice, new, exciting things for the shop this week that I'm really excited to share with you. Been getting some video of some new things that's been coming in right here. And last weekend I had a really awesome tool score with one of my viewers, James, he lives up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He come down and seen me, and we did a little tool trade. So I got some video of that I'm going to share with you. So hang around and check that out. I think you won't be disappointed when you see this. I put a little teaser picture up there on Facebook page over the week to just kind of mess with you guys. So I didn't want to share it. I wanted to wait till the video. So I'm going to put that in there, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. And I got some other viewer mail that's been kind of piling up around here, so I'm going to get to some of this today. We'll probably have to wait till next week to get to some more of it. I just don't have enough time to get it all in there, but all really nice stuff. You know, I really appreciate my viewers and what they do, and just how nice they are to send in such things around here, you know, for the shop, different tools and whatnot. So we had a busy weekend last weekend. There were several people that had stopped by, you know, guests that wanted to come by and visit. You know, we had James come in. We had some more viewers from up in North Carolina that came and visited, and we had another guy that come by. He's kind of local around here and visited. And I just kind of wanted to mention this, and I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but I welcome anybody that wants to come and visit me. You know, I have a lot of viewers out there, and we're getting into our spring and summer months. People are traveling. I have several guys that have already emailed me that want to stop by and visit me this summer. You know, so we're working on those plans. We try to schedule that stuff. And I just ask that anybody that's interested in coming by here, if you would just email me, you know, and let me know and plan that out. I prefer not to have people just stop by unannounced. I like to plan visits ahead of time. You know, I just stay extremely busy. I work 2 full-time jobs, you know, day job and then YouTube and my work out here. So my time is very limited. So anybody that wants to come and visit, just give me a heads up. Let's try to plan it. I always try to make time for my viewers and guests that like to stop by here and see me. But, you know, I'm going to throw my email up in there in the video. And so, you know, so you'll have that. And remember that I keep that email on my home page of YouTube. I think it's, if you go to About on the home page, it shows the email link right there. So you can always go to that if you're trying to find my email to reach out to me. And I try my best to respond to as many people as I can. I do get several emails, and sometimes I miss emails because sometimes I'll read them throughout the day. Like if I'm on my break or lunch, you know, I'm looking at my phone, I'm reading them. I don't really have time to respond to all of them, but I'll read them, and then I get behind. I come home, I get to work, I make videos, and then they just get pushed down the list, you know, and I forget to reply back to some of them. So just keep that in mind. If you want to visit, just send me an email, and we'll try to schedule that in so you can come by and you know, and hang out and talk for a little bit and see the shop. All right. So also, don't forget, we've got our brand new t-shirt campaign. Me and Keith Fenner and we've got the Clash at the Bash t-shirts that we're putting on right now over at tblaster.com, and all the profits that we are making off those sales, we are donating to Stan for the Barzy Bash 2017. And so far, we're doing pretty good. I think last time I looked, I was at around 85 shirts, and Keith was right there. We're just kind of like neck and neck, you know. So I'm going to have the links for that t-shirt campaign. All that's going to be in the video description down below. So go pick you up a shirt. This is a limited time offer. You know, they're not going to be available forever. So it's just a really cool shirt to remember 2017, you know, and with Keith Fenner and our little four-jaw competition that we're doing there. So go check that out, and we appreciate everybody that's been making a purchase. So I think that's about all I want to tell you about this week. We're going to go ahead and get to our new tools and our viewer mail, and stick around for part 2. I'm going to have all machining for you. All right? Hope Hope you guys enjoy. I got a cool new product for the shop right here. This was sent to me by Paul Brenniger out of ZTFab, or Zero Tolerance Fabrication, out there in San Dimas, California. And hopefully you've seen the episode where he actually sent me the grinder racks on the wall over there. Those are also something that's built by him, and he does a great job at his fabrication. He's very meticulous with his work. And Paul's a great guy. I actually just listened to his podcast the other day when he was on the podcast with Jody from weldingtipsandtricks.com, and Paul was on there, and he's got a great story. He's one of the guys that just came up learning the business, learning the trade of welding and fabrication. He's seen a lot of fabrication, and now he's running his own business now, building products for guys like me, anybody. Welding carts and shop organization, that kind of stuff. I think he even does job shop stuff there where he's at. But anyway, he's got something that he wanted to send me, and I didn't even know this. It kind of came by surprise. Another one of his really neat products to help shop organization. It's even wrapped up nice, packaged well. And what we got here, this is to hold your TIG rods. Now these are 2-inch holes that he cuts in here, and you mount this to a wall or anywhere. He's got the 6 mounting holes, and you get yourself some of those plastic TIG rod holders called rod guards. I've got some right there. I'll show you. I just picked some up. So the rod guards go in here, and you've got a nice, clean, classy looking TIG rod storage for your shop. I'm already getting some of that nice Florida rust on it. These are bare metal, and he leaves a really beautiful finish on that. It looks like a sanded finish that he puts on there. But just great job with the fab work, and this is how all of his products look. So I picked up 4 of these. These are, I believe the brand is called Rod Guard right there. And they're 3 foot long. They got the rubber seal right there. These are pretty common with welders, so you buy these and you put your TIG welding rods in there, and you can tighten these up, and it's supposed to seal them up, keep them protected. These are really great for brazing rods too, the brazing rods that have the flux on it, and that's one of the things that I'd like to use one of these for. But anyway, you pick you up 4 of these, and they slide down in there like so, if I get it straight. So it'll hold 4 of those. Very cool. So you should be able to just grab it and take the top off like that, pull you a rod out, and then stick your cap, screw it back on there. So what I decided to do, where I'm going to put this, is I'm going to mount it over there on my green welding cabinets behind the mill right here. I'm going to mount that on one of the doors, the left-hand door. I'm going to go ahead and mount it up there and get it in place. I'm not going to paint it right now. I want to go ahead and just get it bolted up and get it in its position and show you what it looks like. And then once I figure out what color I want to paint it, I'll just unbolt it and paint it one day. So very cool stuff. But I'm going to have the links to Paul's website in the video description, so please check that out if you're interested in his stuff. I'd highly recommend it. He just builds a really nice product. So here's my idea of where I can mount it. We'll just kind of center it up right there. It looks like it's the cabinet's 3 foot tall. So we'll just kind of mount it right there in the middle of the door. And that's a perfect place. That's out of the way. I really don't have any more wall space around here. What I do, I have very little. So I'm going to put this right here, and I think this would be great. And I know that needs a paint job too, so that might be something else that we have to do. Just keep adding to the list of things that we need to get done around here. But I'm going to go ahead and get this drilled and bolted in. You know how to drill a hole, right? I am going to use, though, I don't know where it went. Let's see. Here's one of them. One of these step drills. These are perfect for thin metal, and a hand drill, these work really good. So that's what I'm going to use to drill it out. And I will point out, I've had this set, and I don't know how long I've had this set now. It's just a cheap Drill Master, and I think I got this from either Harbor Freight or one of those traveling tool sales when they used to come here. They used to come to the fairgrounds here. I think it was called Homeyer Tool Sale. I think that's where this come from. I've had this since I was probably about 18 years old, and I would have thought that they would have been burned up by now, but I mean, I don't really use them that often. But these have been some good quality drills, I gotta say. So anyway, that's what we're gonna use to pop 4 holes in there, and we'll get it mounted up. Go ahead and use our transfer punch. Door's a little soft and rickety right here. And that worked. That's my welding supply cabinet. Don't judge me. Just welding supplies, that's it. Alright, that one lined up right there. I'll go ahead and put a nut on it just to hold it. And then I'll transfer, I'm not going to worry about the middle one. I'll transfer 2 more, drill them, and then I'll bring you back. There we have it. All right. I think that thing looks pretty cool too. Very nice. So I've got a few TIG rods up on top of my welding machine over there, and I'll just get those organized, and I'll kind of do that off camera, and we might come and revisit this again later, get some paint on it, and get it organized. So, Paul, I think what I'm going to have to do is get another one from you and put one over on that side too. We'll have, we got brazen rods, and then we'll have steel, stainless, aluminum, and I've actually got a few titanium rods around here that I've been holding on to as well. So, we'll see. Maybe we can have some more assortments in different sizes and that kind of thing, you know. And I think what I might do is, we got a label maker at work. I might see about maybe making some labels and put on here or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, Paul, thank you very much, and all you guys watching, go check out ZTFab. I'll have the link there. I got some visitors in from out of town up in Hattiesburg. We got James and Robert, and they come down to see me because we're doing a little bit of a tool trade today. So there's the package that James has prepared for me, and we're getting ready to open it up here in just a minute, and we'll show you what it is. So we're doing a little trade here. He's got something neat, and then I'll show you over here. James, you want to come check out your trade? He's going to take home this big Cincinnati dividing head. This is something he's been looking for, that he needs for his machine. So there it is, man.
I love it.
Hopefully hopefully that'll work for you.
Definitely.
Only thing you're gonna need is you'll have to find you a chuck for it, but everything else is there.
Yeah.
All right, so we just got the plastic off of it, and I believe he wrapped it up because we were expecting some rain today, and luckily it hasn't rained. But so this is the original crate that this tool come in.
Yep. There's another box inside of this one.
All right, we got another box, but there's you a hint right there of where this come from. Getting pretty excited, so we get to see her opened up now. Man, look at that. Talk about nice, brand new too. get it?
Oh, yeah.
This is pretty cool. All right. There it is.
That's it.
Wow. That thing is brand new. God, that's big too. So what we have is a 60-inch Starrett number 123 veneer caliper. Still new in the box. That thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was. You know? I mean, it looks similar to my 36-inch, but I guess as they get bigger, they get more beefier with them too.
Yeah, and this one is the master, which from what I read online,
it's a master.
Already pre-stressed and all that.
Okay, yeah, that's what my other ones are, as master. But I thought that they had put it right here whenever they say mastered, but
yeah.
I'm not really sure. Either way, it's sweet.
Here's the label on the end here.
Okay, here's the crate.
C-60.
Yep. Cool. Well, that's pretty nice, James. I really enjoy you giving me the opportunity to work with you on this deal. It's a nice tool to have for the collection.
Oh yeah. You don't see one of them every day, huh?
No, not too often. And you know, it's like, it's one of them tools. Any kind of major shop, machine shop, usually have tools like this, but you know, when you need them, you need them. But they are hard to get at a good price. So I feel good about our little deal that we're making right here, doing some trading. And they have some gravity to them.
It's almost like you need a tool to hold the tool.
Look at that. All right, I'm getting jealous. I'll have to get a picture of that.
Definitely.
All right, there it is. A 60-inch Starrett.
The Abom size Starrett.
Abom size calipers, man. Look at that. Interesting. It's hollowed out on the back. I didn't realize that, so helped cut down on some of the weight. But this thing's pretty stout, man. It's probably 50 pounds, I'd say. Very cool. All right. So most of you watching probably know what a boring head is, right? Here's a boring head that I've shown in a few of my videos. One that belonged to my dad that we've used over and over. How about a more Abom sized boring head? How about a 6-inch Criterion boring head that uses 1.5-inch boring bars? What do you think about that? What's our shank here? 2-inch shank. So this is a pretty cool tool that was sent in by Aaron Garney up in Tacoma, Washington. And Aaron, he's been a long time viewer of the channel, has always been active on Facebook and leaving comments and that kind of stuff. And I remember getting an email from Aaron probably a couple months ago. It's some time back that he had sent an email, and I kind of forgot about it. He said that he had picked up a lot of tooling, and there was a big boring head in it that was way bigger than what he could ever use, and he just wanted to send it to me. So that's what he did. It showed up a couple weeks ago, and I didn't expect it. But you know, it was a big box, and I was like, man, what is this? It was heavy. And I unwrapped it, and that's what was in here, is this Criterion head. I've never seen one this big before myself. I haven't even tried it to see how it works, but I have no doubt that it will. So I think this is going to be a nice tool that we can definitely use on the K&T. And this would make a nice big heavy duty fly cutter as well. So it says on the top here, Pratt & Whitney jig bore, So some shop somewhere had this, and that's probably what it was used on, is their Pratt & Whitney jig bore. So very cool, Aaron. Thank you very much. This is a nice item right here, and I really hope that I can put this to use over there on the K&T one day. I'll probably need to go ahead and find me some dedicated boring bars for this. Maybe even pick up an Aloris 1.5-inch boring bar. I use those at work, and I could cut it in half and have one side for a straight tool and one for a 45. All right, there you go. Thanks, Aaron. All right, we got some more really nice tools right here, and these were sent in by Will Ching, and he is from Northridge, California. So let's go ahead and start with this one right here, the pretty red box. You know, we love our red Starrett boxes. This is number 576R ball anvil micrometer that is just absolutely perfect, like it's just never been used. It is in beautiful condition, beautiful unused condition, with the satin chrome finish, and it has the ball anvil on it right there. And these have a couple of unique purposes to them. Runs right back up to 0 there. And what these are kind of typically used for, or well known to be used for, is for measuring like wall thickness on pipe or tubing. You know, something round. If you want to measure what the wall thickness is, this will get you a really accurate reading if that's what you if that's what you need. Here's a piece of stainless I had down there under the vent. So if I wanted to measure how thick this is, you know, a standard micrometer, you wouldn't get an accurate reading with the square anvil there, because you'd be hitting basically 3 points. Well, with a ball anvil, you're able to, if you put this on the inside, you're just touching the radius. So you can put that down in there like so. Oh, I bumped it. Let's try that again. .275 678. So that's measuring 278 thousandths thick on the wall right there. All right, man, that is just a beautiful, beautiful mic, Will. Very cool. Thank you very much. We still got the goodies in here. You know, the wrench. We got a little paper there on how to measure it. You know, how to read a micrometer. And this is probably your inspection tag. Let's see who inspected it. I can't really read that. It almost looks like Richard, but I'm not sure who that is. But anyway, still got the cool original papers in there. Not really sure what the vintage is on this. I don't remember the age range for that print right there. I'm sure some of you guys probably already know. So we got that. Very cool. And then this is another tool that he sent. He said this is just an extra one that he had there that he didn't need, so he sent it anyway. But it's a stop lock, and how it's used, I've never actually used one of these. I don't have one. So this is a stop lock for setting material links on a collet. So you take one of these, all right, and then you adjust that for whatever length you want. You know, so if you wanted it for 2 inches, and then whenever you're setting your material in your collet there, you just slide that up to it and butt it up against the face of the collet right there, and then your material up against this face right there, and then tighten your collet up. So really good for, you know, production work, that kind of stuff. I'll have to check those out a little bit more detail. I've just kind of glanced over them, but that's what that is a stop to set material length in your collet. So Will, thank you very much. This is a really nice tool, and I think this is going to go inside in the cabinet in there with the other collections. This kind of these tools, especially Starrett tools, look really nice under that light. This is a pretty cool little setup that I wanted to share with you. I think that I've showed this before on video, but if it has, it's been a while and I don't recall. So we got these long shafts right here, and this will work for any kind of long application. On the acrylate down there, I actually have a what you'd call a spider that would go on this end to help support the rod. You can adjust it. This lathe, it's kind of difficult because the spindle's so far up in there. So what I've done is I've got this basically a pedestal that I built a long time ago in my old shop for using this roller steady rest off the acrylate, and it just bolts down. You can adjust it, but we've got it kind of set where it needs to be. Got some concrete anchors down in the floor. Use 3/4 bolts to hold it down. The spacers are for the other lathe. I've got the anchors drilled in the floor. There's some more right there. I have some more up there to accommodate different lengths of rod. And same thing on the other side down there for the acrylate. On the acrylate, we have to use the spacers underneath the pedestal to bring it up to the right height. So you can make up these sleeves. This is a new one that I just made this morning because I needed a new one. Just a piece of cold roll that I bored out to 2.5 for a slip fit. And I've got brass tip set screws in there that's got it locked down to the shaft lightly. And then I slipped this over a piece of 2.5 in the lathe and skint the OD true with the ID after it's clamped down. That's a nice way to hold them in a safe manner. So I've got it set at 300 RPM. And we got that end running true. And we got that pretty well leveled up. I use a level on the shaft there to kind of get it level, and I just work it by hand until I get the fingers all set in there right. All right, here's our 4-stage telescopic cylinder, extended and under pressure right now, being tested. We got it set up at 2,500 PSI. No leaks, everything looks good.